election. Everyone knows what I'm talking about here. I was watching late at night the returns, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Trump was going to win. I live in California. I didn't think he was going to win. From what I was hearing,
I didn't either.
He was going to win.
No,
this is where I live, you know?
Yeah.
I said something along the lines of like, there was no planning, this is what they get, there should have been a primary. I said something along those lines, you know? Like I was just spitballing ideas as to, it was a shock, you know? My wife and daughters, without saying anything, became physical with me. They were filled with rage. So if I am being careful with you in how I say things, yes, I live in California. I live with not one, not two, but three people who, if I made any kind of joke, they would, they become very angry with me, you know?
Are you serious? So Jerry O'Connell's wife and daughter attacked him because he made a joke after Trump won the election? What? Are you kidding me? That should tell you everything you need to know about how unhinged the left has become. I mean, these people are purely emotional and unstable. Here we have Bill Maher saying the quiet part out loud about just how much his party has completely lost it.
The reason why we sometimes separate boys and girls, you know, Boy Scouts now have girls in them. I think this is ridiculous. It's called the Boy Scouts. Do you have to always be stupidly counterintuitive about everything? Girls, they also need time when they're just with girls. They can't be around these knuckleheads.
Yeah.
You look like you're angry about this.
No, I'm not angry. I'm just trying to think about it. And I'm like, this is really what I try to do. I try not to get angry about these things, Bill. Okay? And I try to think, what I was thinking was, why would they do that? And maybe it's to take away stigma of gender. I don't know.
I'll tell you why, Jerry, they do it. Because the kind of assholes who live here amongst us, the kind of super woke people, they live to have themselves thought of as the good people, as the social justice warriors. So they're always looking for some new marginalized people to champion. 100%. And they take it just 10 subway stops too far
100%.
to places where it's just about making them feel like they're doing something. And you know what? You're not Rosa Parks. You're not anybody who's doing anything. You're just like trying to be this sort of social justice warrior. And there's no war that needs to happen here. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, there's no hate crime happening. Okay, it's just about the way it really is with boys and girls.
Bill Maher is absolutely right. The woke left has truly lost it, constantly blurring lines that used to make perfect sense, like having spaces just for boys or just for girls. When did common sense suddenly become controversial? It truly feels like every tradition or structure has to be torn down just to prove some kind of point. And if you question it, suddenly you're the problem. At some point, you have to wonder, is this really about inclusion, or is it about pushing an agenda that ignores reality altogether?
What is a woman?
As we know it now, sex-wise, a woman is someone with the XX, a female is someone with the XX chromosome. A woman is someone who socially presents and is identified as a woman.
So you think an XY chromosome can become a woman, is that right?
Yeah.
At what point do you become a woman? Is it with makeup? Is it surgery? Is it a hormone level? Like, when is womanhood, like, you are now a woman?
It's achieved differently through, like, for different people. But again, you achieve womanhood when you reach that social status of it becomes, like, wrong almost in all situations to refer to yourself as a man.
Got it. So if you trick enough people into believing you're something you're not, then it becomes true.
Yes, what a mic drop. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, forever missed. I truly wonder, how have we gotten to this point where no one is safe, not even the most innocent? It really forces you to step back and ask, where does the road lead if nobody is willing to draw a line anymore?
Do you think a 12-year-old should be able to get a tattoo?
I'm gonna say no.
Probably not. No.
It's probably too young to make decisions.
It's a pretty permanent decision.
They can't make the decision for themselves yet. Something permanent on their body.
Do you think a 12-year-old should be able to consent to puberty blockers?
Yes.
Yes.
And I understand how that sounds really hypocritical.
Yes, it's a permanent change on their body, but I think that at that point in their life, they probably know who they are. who they want to be.
A lot of people were asking in the comments of my last couple of videos about my anchor charts. So here you can see a couple of other anchor charts that I have about my pronouns. It says, my name is Mixed Cocktail. My pronouns are Z, Zem, Zir, and Zirs. Mixed C is my teacher. Z is multilingual. Students practice and speak Spanish with Zem. Zir hobby is learning languages.
What a joke. This situation we're looking at is beyond comprehension. I mean, how in the world did we get here? How do we go from a society that could at least agree on basic reality to one where everything, and I mean everything, is up for debate? You've got people on the left pushing ideas so far out of bounds, so disconnected from common sense, that you sit there and wonder if anybody's actually thinking this through. They're not, and that's the problem there. There is no accountability.
Why do the majority of young women happen to be left-leaning woke liberals?
Because it benefits them to be that way. Conservatism is about personal responsibility and decision making, and women culturally avoid responsibility like it's kryptonite. Any excuse to pass the blame off onto anybody else, that's what they do. Women, they just don't want to be accountable. They just want to be victims of the big bad man, of the big bad culture, and they just want to avoid personal responsibility.
Absolutely right. It's all emotion, all reaction. All this needs to feel right instead of actually being right. You challenge it? Oh no, you're the enemy. You ask a simple question? Now you're problematic. Come on. What are we doing here? This isn't progress. This is confusion masquerading as virtue. You've got folks redefining norms, tearing down structures, and then acting shocked when everything starts to feel unstable. And that's the wildest part. They act like they're saving the world while ignoring the chaos they're creating and playing the victim card at it.
Women of today have been kind of seeing in the news what the government is doing to women, and they disagree with that. And so I think we are considered woke liberals because we disagree with a lot of what the conservative party wants to do to women, like take away rights, and they want to kind of contain us and treat us like we're lesser than, and we don't want things taken away from us.
Always playing the damn victim card. When did accountability stop mattering? Instead of engaging with facts, it feels like the default move is to claim offense and shut down the conversation. No debate, no discussions, just labels and outrage. If that's the play every time, then how are we supposed to get anywhere? At some point, they've got to stop and ask themselves, are they actually helping people? Or are they just chasing applause from a crowd that demands more and more extremes? Because from where I'm sitting, this isn't sustainable, not even close. And what the heck is up with the damn nose ring? These people look like bulls. What a joke. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.